Hindi po ako statistician, hindi rin po ako scientifico, but then it won't take rocket science to make an analysis na kapag uh, hindi akma, or if the learner is not in a very conducive learning environment, maapektuhan talaga ang learning outcomes. So let's say for example, kung siya po ay nasa isang masikip na classroom, or in that case, meron ngang mga instances na wala sila sa classroom, nasa let's say covered court sila because of the lack of classrooms. Nakakaapekto talaga po yan sa kanilang learning outcomes. And kayo din po yung nagsabi, tama po kayo, matagal na po natin talagang problema ang kakulangan sa classrooms, no? Every school year, every opening of the school year, palagi pong napag-uusapan na merong pagkukulang sa classrooms. And to put a number to that, actually yesterday, it was in the news, 165,000 classrooms ang ating pagkukulang, or para mapunan yung current na student or learner population. Every year po, nag-i-increase po ang ating learner population din po. So, and then marami din po tayong classrooms na nasisira at naluluma. So, while we are playing catch up, we have a lot of catching up to do in terms of backlog sa classrooms. That's just one backlog, classrooms. There are also other backlogs like teachers. Kulang din yung mga teachers natin. Kulang yung mga administrative staff that will support the teachers and support the schools. So, lahat ng mga issues na to na ating na-mention, nakakaapekto po siya sa quality or sa kalidad ng edukasyon na na i-deliver, because in the first place, if you have to make do, no, if ang sistema will have to settle and make do with what is there, 'di ba? At the onset pa lang ay parang dehado na kaagad, no? Parang nilagay natin yung learner sa isang environment na nagsisimula siya pero dehado na siya kasi masikip yung classroom, kulang ang teacher, kulang ang textbook, so and so and so. So paano pa siya paano pa niya ma-maximize ang kanyang learning experience? So